going on, YouTube family? Donnie Matt back here, aka Matt Rendiger. Glad to have you back for video number dos. Today we have a very exciting video for you. I actually have a little collaboration going on with my good friend. I will introduce you in 1 second, but today what we will be talking about is how to make a mind shift from mediocrity to jumpstarting your success with 3 action steps. Now this person that's going to be with me today is one of our really good friends. He's a like-minded individual which you want to surround yourself with, and his name is Joey Brown. And if you do not know about him now, you will in 1 minute. And I gotta find where he is actually, so hold on. Joey, where you at? What's good? Hey man, there he is. You just like, gosh, you got like a magician over here. Okay, anyway, this is Joey. Like I said, I'm gonna let him take the mic for a second, the imaginary mic, because I want you to know a little bit more about him and kind of what he does and what he is about. So Joey, inform us.
Definitely. So I'm about a couple of things. One thing, business. I'm a businessman. I'm only in my early 20s and I was able to successfully start my own business with actually a couple more in the works right now. And the other thing is I'm the captain of the Charlotte, North Carolina chapter of something called the Bearded Villains. We're a brotherhood of bearded men that give back to our communities, and we've successfully done so all through North Carolina and especially in Charlotte. Raised thousands for charity, been invited to big places, done a lot of great things. So that, in a nutshell, we can go on all day.
So basically what he's saying is he's like, you know, way ahead of the game compared to where I'm at right now.
This guy sucks. You want to listen to me.
But so guys, we're going to start first off with these 3 action steps, so please stay tuned.
I got to go get some protein. Really?
Dude, yeah. Okay, we're going second time today. Going to get some protein.
Get some protein.
So what's going on, people? We just got that protein. That was the second time I was in that store today, but it's all good. I love protein. Anyway, right now we are strolling around South End. Beautiful weather, no sun out,
at all.
in an abandoned parking lot.
I see 3 cars.
Very exciting and sketchy. Anyway, action step number 1, goal setting. Now you're probably like, Matt, I've heard this 1,000 times. Of course, you know what, I have too, but there's an effective way to set your goals and actually help you in making sure they stick. So I'm gonna kind of hand the mic over to Joey. Now Joey, when you are thinking about setting your goals or for your business or for anything kind of specifically what you do, what is the biggest, the biggest thing for you, you kind of focus on when you're setting your goals?
Well, there's a couple of things. One thing is I make sure I write my goals down. No matter if it's a short-term or a long-term goal, I write it down. What that's going to do is it's going to hold me accountable. It's going to help me remember that, hey, I've got this goal, I need to stick to it. Holds me accountable. Second thing is I give those goals, both long and short-term, an expiration date. Holds me accountable, right? The consistency there is accountability. If you're not holding yourself accountable, then nobody else will. So you have to have them written down, expiration dates, and keep in the back of your head through working at both of them that you have short and long-term goals.
Yeah, and also guys, when you set these long-term goals down, also make sure you're dreaming big. Don't ever settle or sell yourself short. Definitely. And from my experience, I'll let you know right now, you do need to write those goals down, because I used to not write my goals down and they never got done, and I was like, oh man, I'm getting these things done, and I forgot about them the next day. So make sure you write those down. And like I said, expiration date, if you want to put, like, say 10 pounds of muscle on, say, hey, 6 months out, January, I don't know, just pick a day, and you look at that every day when you get up and remind yourself what you're doing and why you're doing it. So anyway, guys, my arm is getting seriously tired. I'm not used to vlogging, so we're gonna take a mini break and we're gonna kind of walk around South End, and we will be back for action step number 2. So guys, we're chilling on a little bench right now. I feel like
we're so old dudes.
Yeah, we're old dudes. We're old. We're old spirits. I kind of like this actually. This is what I kind of look forward to in about 30 years. Playing a little checkers, chess. Anyway, so action step number 2, what we'll be discussing today to kind of jumpstart your success from mediocrity is actually what do you allow to enter your mind. Now this is a crucial step. So Joey, when somebody says, like, what does that mean? What do you allow to enter your mind? What do you specifically mean by that?
Well, I think there's a couple of different things. The first thing being the people that you surround yourself with. The people you surround yourself with have such a direct impact to your mind that it's sometimes you don't even notice it. If you surround yourself with nothing but negative people, you're going to become a negative person just by default, right? You surround yourself with people that are driven, are positive, encourage you on a daily basis to build you up, make you a better person, and reach the goals that you set for yourself, then that's automatically having a positive impact on what you're allowing to enter your mind. You automatically strive and work a little harder.
Absolutely. And what I can kind of piggyback off on that is not just like, you want to be around positive people. I'm not saying you don't want to be around negative people. I mean, we're all negative every once in a while, but you want to be around people that are like-minded too. Someone that's going to kind of better you and you're going to better them. Always finding someone that's maybe a little ahead of where you are and where you want to be.
Like a mentor.
Yeah, a mentor. I look at it as, and you probably heard this, is the 5 people you surround yourself, the closest people are basically what make up you and you as a person. So that's what I kind of look at like that. Now, besides that, there's also other things you can do when you allow it in your mind. So what's one thing, kind of like learning knowledge and growth, what do you specifically do?
For me, what I like to do is utilize my commutes anywhere I go. To work, to a date, hang out with a buddy, whatever it might be, right? I have that time where I can utilize it. I listen to, instead of music, I listen to podcasts like my favorite is the MF Project from Andy Frisella. Listen to some audiobooks, things like that to properly utilize that time. Instead of listening to Lil Wayne, I'm listening to something to help further me.
Okay. Yeah, and one thing I can elaborate on that, because I listen to audiobooks all the time, because I don't like reading, but also I have a commute to work, is when you're listening to audiobooks and you pick out, you can listen to 1,000 audiobooks. I used to do this, but if you're not actually retaining this and actually making this applicable, you're actually wasting your time. There can be one person in the world that's listening like all the audiobooks in the world, and you have one person that's listening to one over and over and actually using that knowledge and actually, putting that to practice, and that person is going to be far more successful. So that's something you also want to focus on. Definitely. So guys, I'm going to get some ice cream because it's cheat day, but hey, stay tuned and we got action step number 3. What's going on, guys?
He's sad.
I'm a little sad. Quick story. I didn't get my cheat meal like expected. For some reason, I thought it was Sunday because I'm off today. But actually, Sunday was yesterday. I had my cheat meal yesterday, so I couldn't have that. I have rice cakes at home waiting for me and a little crock pot chicken. So I'll get that instead. Anyway, let's be positive. Let's talk about action step number 3, which is how do you invest your time? How do you map out your time for the week and the weekends? Now, Joey, for you, what has been the most effective way for you for your continual growth in your success in your business and basically what you do to achieve your goals?
Yeah, this is a very important topic, but I'll try and be a little brief on it. First things, it's just fully utilize the time that you have, right? Everyone's got the same amount of time, same 24 hours, but it's how you utilize that 24 hours, right? Number 1, utilize your weekends properly. When the weekend hits, it's not a matter of, awesome, what brewery you're going to go to today, what bar, what club you're going to today, what movie we're going to go see. It's, all right, I've got 48 hours here where I don't have to go to the office, so what can I do to further my business, start my business, things like that. Then the second thing is going to be your evenings. When 5 o'clock hits, you clock out at the office, as you go home, don't grab a beer, don't sit on the couch, start putting in work. Build up your inventory for your business if you need to build up inventory. Social media networking, marketing, however you need to work on your business. Work on that business at least 2-3 hours that night instead of just crashing right away.
Exactly, and what Joey's saying, it can be business, it can be just be your individual self, how you want to grow. And we're not saying you can never go out and have a drink, you can never go to a club and show your moves. I mean, I like showing them every once in a while, not as much as I used to. But, what you want to do, because I had trouble in the past, is I would just kind of let the weeks roll by and look forward to the weekend. I got in this vicious cycle when I basically was just doing that and hit and repeat, and I was going nowhere, guys. I was going nowhere with myself. I wasn't growing as an individual. My business was nowhere, my goals were nowhere, and it was a vicious cycle on repeat. So you got to find a way to break out of that, and one way to do that is to find a way to map out your time. For me, I'm ADD, you probably can see that, so I have to make a little calendar, and I'm not saying you have to do it every single day during the week or the whole weekend. Just map out an hour, 30 minutes. 2 hours on the weekend just as a start, and that's going to get you where you want to go, okay?
Exactly, yeah.
So guys, we've given you those 3 tips. We'll do a little recap in a second, but I got that gourmet crock pot chicken that I'm going to get some.
It's probably done.
It's probably burned. But we're going to go check that out, so stay tuned. So what's going on, guys? Back at Mi Casa. We got the crock pot chicken, smelling amazing. Joey gave it a couple stirrs, not ready though. So I'm going to have to settle for this rice cake, this one rice cake. Anyway, guys, quick recap. First off, I hope you enjoyed the video today. We're getting back into this quick recaps. We got 3 action steps. First action step, number 1, what we talked about earlier today is goal setting. We got the short-term goals, we got the long-term goals. Also, make sure you're writing these goals down and looking at these goals every day to remind yourself where you want to be, okay? Also, you want to set expiration dates with those as well, and also make sure you're dreaming big with these goals. Never settle for anything. If you want to do something, man, you can work towards it and you can achieve that. Trust me. Honestly, Joey, can you do the next 2? Because I kind of want to just eat this.
Really?
I'm really hungry, so yeah, do it.
All right. Action step number 2. What you allow to enter your mind. What you allow to enter your mind, we broke down into 2 different things. One being the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you allow to have an influence on your life. Make sure that they're positive people having a positive influence on your life. You can control that. It's a choice to control that. The other thing is properly utilizing time, like instead of listening to music when you're in the car, listen to things like motivation podcasts, audiobooks. Properly absorb things like that. It's going to motivate you to get you where you want to be. Number 3, action step number 3 was how you use your time. And what we touched on with that was properly, fully utilizing your time on the weekends, evenings, mornings. Just make sure that you're taking the extra step, the extra effort to utilize that time to grow yourself as an individual, your business, anything you're working on. Just use that time to fully utilize it instead of just wasting it.
Exactly, guys. So anyway, thanks again. If you liked the video, please put a little like right there. I don't know what they say because I'm not used to doing YouTube videos. But yeah, give it a like. Also, comment, have any questions for me. Subscribe if you want to see more from us. Actually, this is my channel, but Joey's going to be starting one soon, so I will let you know when that happens. But also in the description, he has Instagram. You can follow on that, so I will put that in there. Anyway, guys, have an excellent Monday. I'm going to enjoy this, and we are out.